There are a million places to get sex advice. YouTubers will give you tips on oral. Cosmo will teach you some crazy move that requires props. Your friends may even share their own secrets. But what's something you never hear that will pay off even more? How real men like to be touched when you're not in the bedroom. Don't get me wrong, if you're a master with his clothes off, it's a tremendous asset. But what I'm about to share with you is what takes you from booty call to blushing bride. Stick around. I'm Marc, Katz, dating coach for smart, strong, successful women and your personal trainer for love. Welcome to the Love You podcast. Keep listening to discover 6 non-sexual types of physical touch that men love. When we're done, I'll let you know how you could apply to Love You to create a passionate relationship that makes you feel safe, heard, and understood. So this is a non-comprehensive list, but I think it's a neat one because a little bit goes a long way when it comes to touch. I can't really emphasize that enough, how the little things you talk about, the little things that men do for you. This is a little thing that you can do for us that's really going to take you a long way. And so in no particular order, I'm going to run down these 6 things. Number 1, touch his hand across the dinner table. Super simple. Works great on a first date. Right? Doesn't stop working when he's your boyfriend, but it works especially good when you have never really crossed the touch barrier. So if you're sitting there on a first date and he's talking to you and telling a story and he's being animated and you just reach out across the table and touch his hand, put your hands on his hand, it's like lightning going off. Right? It's you reaching out to him, sanctioning touch, encouraging his touch in the future, letting him know that you're finding him interesting and desirable, because women don't touch men who they don't find desirable. So it's a great light opener that doesn't commit to too much when you touch him from across the dinner table. Number 2, grab his arm while you're walking down the street. Not like yank him, but you're walking down the street and you take his arm, right? Feel close to him while he's walking. Feel his muscle, feel his bicep, right? And it makes you feel safe. It makes him feel strong. And it's also a really simple thing to do. It's not putting yourself out too far. And all you're doing is just grabbing his bicep while you're leaving the restaurant or going to your next location, and you snuggle in a little bit close to him. And it's another thing that, like the touch across the dinner table, tends to work like a charm because it's so girlfriend-like behavior, maybe. Number 3, run your fingers through his hair while he's going to sleep. We could provide different locations for this. I am probably revealing too much, but I like that personally. It's something that almost never happens. This isn't something my wife does. It's something that I just happen to love. I'm fortunate enough to be middle-aged and have hair, but I really think that people, it's not even a guy thing. My wife likes it when I do this. If you just run your hands through a guy's hair, right? Almost pet him like he's a puppy. I think it's soothing, it's relaxing, it's warm, it's almost maternal, which again doesn't, women are like, I don't want to be his mommy, I want to be his girlfriend. It still feels really great to know someone's kind of taking care of you, even if it does feel maternal. It's a good thing when you're running your hands through his hair. And there's a different running your hands through his hair when you're about to kiss him. But this is the one that happens when he goes to bed at night, and it's soothing. Number 4, put your legs up on him when you're watching TV. Right? As I said, this video is about non-sexual touch. Not everything has to be a prelude to sex. So if you're really comfortable sitting on the couch and you put your legs up on him, what does that say about you? What does that say about your relationship? It says, I feel comfortable with you. It says, I feel relaxed with you. It says, I can be myself around you, which is a really great statement for your relationship because it's not just about sexual touch. It's about this comfort level where you could just be, and you could use him as an ottoman, and he likes that and appreciates that and maybe even gives you a foot massage. Just saying. Number 5, hug him and look into his eyes adoringly. All right, now we're getting a little bit closer. In general, not always, men are taller than women. And as a guy, my wife comes into me and she's about 5'5" and she comes in around over here. It's nice to have a woman who makes me feel more masculine, right? Who notices that I'm broader than she is, and it makes me feel desired, admired, right? Just the eyes looking upward. It's, I don't want to get into weird power dynamics. It's a really nice feeling, not just the hug, but the making the eye contact with the hug is kind of special. And it's something anybody could do anywhere, anytime. That's the nice thing about a hug. And finally, number 6, put your hand on his knee when you're sitting next to him at some function. It could be Thanksgiving dinner. It could be church, right? It could be a movie. But really what we're trying to do is suggest a deeper level of intimacy and a little bit of sex, a little bit of flirtation. Hey, when we get out of here, you know where we're going to go if you put your hand up on his thigh. We're not going to go much further than that. But just the idea that you're putting your hand on his knee and providing some measure of intimate touch during a non-intimate moment, right, reminds him, hey, we're a team. We've got this thing going on, and we're going to get out of here when this is done. And I think there's something really nice about being in it together, sort of regardless of the circumstance. The hand on the knee goes a really long way. So if you guys have any more good ideas, please put them in the comments below. My name is Marc Katz. Thanks for tuning into the Love You Podcast. For more episodes like this on YouTube, click the subscribe button and ring the bell. Choose all to ensure you get notified when new content comes out. If you're listening to the audio podcast, please share an honest review on Apple. More reviews equals more awareness of the Love You Podcast and more love in the world. And if you want to have an easy relationship that makes you feel safe, heard, and understood, look for the link below or go to www.evanmarckatz.com to watch my free video about how you could gain confidence, attract quality men, and fix your broken man picker. When you're done, you could apply to Love You to join hundreds of other smart, strong, successful women from around the world in a coaching community where women like you actually get the unconditional love that you deserve. I'll see you there.